into that opening half. Parter now drafts. He's got Costner on the right side. Here comes Gabe.
Mash has got a lot of space on the left-hand side if Brett can find him here. Or even Max Thomas. He's got his hand up over there. Got to do a better job of moving the ball across the field.
And Mash is one of those guys, you get him in open space, things can happen. He is so quick.
Definitely, Josh. And you really got to look to those players and make sure you get the ball into their feet. They need to be on the ball like most of the time. Sebastian Hertzberg, Mash, Brett Dress, those players need to get the ball at their feet to create chances.
Here's Mash now, one-on-one opportunity. Shashwar. Oh, good defense there by Nick Lammers.
Yeah, good defending there from CC. Held him up, put him on his wrong side.
Eleven of 4 shots on goal in favor of the Mountain Lions, and the score favoring UCCS as well, 1-0. No score from either team here in half number 2 is Hertzberg.
Good play there, Sebastian. Good play. Just controlling that center midfield area. That's what you want to do as a center mid. You want to just dominate your area around that center circle.
Shashwar lobs it up. Costa the backside, heads it back. Here's Drefts.
Oh.
And too much.
Well, Gabe did a great job there. Koss held up the play. Lil headed back. Brett had a good opportunity there and probably should have done a little bit better. Good play from Gabe, though.
So CC getting ready to sub Alec Lee into the ball game here momentarily. Be the first sub here of this half. You hear the air horn and in goes Lee.
Yeah, you don't coach for 47 years if you don't know anything about the game, and the coach has made a couple of good decisions here at the start of the second half. He brought off the keeper, who was struggling a little bit, and then the right back, number 7, he was having a few issues trying to keep up with Mash, and they've just reshuffled their pack, brought on a different player, and that was a good move by the coach.
Horst Richardson, 47 season, 524, 289, and 64 coming into the 2012 campaign. And the top 5 all-time in Division III in victories. A remarkable run. 18 NCAA tournament appearances for Richardson's teams. CC now on the move, and there's Thomas getting back. A white ball here. UCCS trying to add to the lead of a header early on in the first half and make it a 2-0 advantage. Shashwar, there he is on the backside, but ball hung up just enough. Here comes CC. A burst now. And Briscoe is there to take it away momentarily. Parter. Well, neither team able to pressure the goal much here in half number 2.
CC just seeing a little bit more of the ball right now. Oh.
And that looked to be a bit of a delay. It looked like Von Pakti may get away with one, but...
Well, number 15, I think he's double the size of Von Packy. I don't know how he fell down there, but good pressure from Von Packy. You know, he's got to get in there, and if he gets away with that speed, he's going to be difficult to catch.
That's Ferguson and Shashwar now. He's got a strong leg. So pretty quiet on both sides here in the opening half, or I should say in the second half. Just 2 shots on goal for the Mountain Lions and 1 shot on goal for CC.
Yeah, it's very delicately poised. You can see a goal either way here is going to set the tone for the rest of this game. If CC get a goal now, all the momentum swings their way, and they'll start flooding forward because they won't want to lose this one. And then you can see the other side of it as well. If UCCS get another goal, we could see the heads drop a little bit at the back for CC.
There's Hertzberg, freshman out of Sweden, trying to reverse it. Drafts, oh boy, that would have been huge.
Yeah, if Drafts had got a little flick there, Gabe was in.
There's Thomas.
Yeah, Max dealt with it well. Under pressure from number 9, but got it out of danger.
Battle in the corner there. And the Mountain Lions come out of there momentarily. Roberts, Koss, Drafts, nobody home. Boy, Brett can handle the ball. And coming up is Costa. Been a quiet half so far for Brandon Costa, which is a good thing. And UCCS saying, let's crank up the pressure on the flip side on Forrest Marowitz, the senior keeper who gets the start here in half number 2 for Horst Richardson's squad. Brian Graff started half number 1, but as David mentioned just a bit ago, he was certainly a little bit shaky for CC tonight. Hertzberg reversing field.
Just trying to do a little bit too much there, Sebastian Hertzberg. He needs to just play it simple.
Tigers with another substitution coming in here. Momentarily, Hertzberg, driving kick. Drafts trying to win the ball. And back it goes. Devon Pacty. This is Koss now.
There we go. A smart play from Gabe there, the senior. Just get it down.
There's Von Pacty and hoping to hit. Drafts on the cut. Couldn't get there in time. Good idea.
Yeah, nice little bit of play. That's what we need. You need the seniors, the more experienced players on the field just to get the ball down, slow the game down, drag players out of position with their movement, and really exploit those open areas. Haven't seen too much of that yet in this second half. It's been very tight.
Good job by Thomas to keep it in the Tiger end. Roberts up in the air. Koss controls over to Drafts, lobs it. There's Shashwar coming out of the net, though, is the senior Forrest Marowitz. Good play there by the keeper.
Yeah, released him well, and he's overran it again. They've got to do a better job of using the ball once they do that counterattack. They move very efficiently, very quickly out from the back, but that final ball has got to be a lot better from CC if they want to get back into this game.
Well, David, you sense the Mountain Lions rather starting to put a little more pressure on goal here as we approach 20 minutes into this second half. There's Thomas. Good ball there, back to Max, and it's cut off by Nick Lammers. Good idea. Hertzberg now, and boy, tough call the other way.
Well, Taylor Ferguson, that's the kind of player he is. He's going to be fully committed into tackles.
And another card, that's the 4th issued tonight against UCCS.
Well, the ref wonders why they're getting frustrated, and it's because he's making questionable calls. And Taylor Ferguson, there was nothing wrong with that challenge. It was a 50-50 ball, and he won the ball. And it was a clean tackle. There's no player hurt. I don't understand why he gave the call, and now someone's got booked again.
So the Tigers try to get out of the board for the first time tonight. They trail 1-0. And coming off a Brett Drefts header in the second half, rather first half, and working hard there is Colton Briscoe, and play will continue.
Yeah, so Colton did well there. I mean, that's a tough place to be. The player's going to go, any little touch in that kind of area of the field, player's going to go down. And Colton did very well, got his body in front, very hard to get around, and protected the ball. Good defending there from Colton Briscoe.
David, from our vantage point, we're right above basically the CC bench, and Coach Richardson continues to walk below us. One thing in watching his body language, he is steady.
Yeah.
You don't see him screaming and yelling too much. He has done this for 47 years. He's certainly seen it all, and probably not a lot rattles him. So white ball here, an opportunity for the Mountain Lions. Just under 25 remaining, half number 2. This could really change the feel of this contest if they could drive home another. They've been teetering with another goal. Let's see if they can break through here. So Shashwar looking over to the bench, and here we go. That left foot lobs it up and headed out of there by CC. Hertzberg keeps it alive. Hertzberg on the move. Sebastian through traffic. No call. Play continues, and that shot is just wide by Van Pacti.
Well, they need something to wake up the crowd over there. I think they're going to sleep. So a nice chance from Van Pacti. Get them going again. Nice little play from Sebastian. He's getting in amongst them again. He needs to get back on the ball a little bit more and open up this CC defense.
Tigers certainly with more than plenty of hop in their step, down just one goal here. It could have been much uglier at the half, but CC, credit the Tigers. They've stuck around, trying to even it up here on the backside. Shot is up, and the header is just off the mark. Golden opportunity for the Tigers. That time, Keith Drury just over the crossbar. Boy, second time we've seen that tonight. First half, the white jerseys doing the same thing.
I thought the CC could have probably taken the chance when it was on the top of the key, top of the box. They could have had a goal on frame there. They pushed it wide, and to their credit, they got a good chance away, but they really need to take their chances when they come along. And they're being a little bit too patient with their build-up and need to have a few more shots on goal. Like you mentioned earlier, Costa hasn't really done anything this first half. He's going to be a little cold. He's going to be not as loose as he'd like to be. So they need to get some efforts on frame.
Here's Shashwar now. Towards the center. Roberts. They'll swing it over to the right side to Colton Briscoe out of Monument. Colton dancing in the corner. Connecting here with Chapman. Now Drefts. Good defensive stand here by CC. We'll see if the Mountain Line offense can
Good play
through.
From Shalongo. Got it back to Drefts. Got it at his feet. That's where you want it.
There, Briscoe looking left. Got Roberts.
Nice. Smart play again.
Drefts. And right there to swallow it up is Forrest Marowitz.
They did everything right. Just the delivery was a little bit short. Got to be that first man. Mash coming into the back post, looking threatening. Got to make those passes.
Briscoe deflects it up, and there is Costa to secure. So
good vision by Costa. Chapman's free. Oh, it's a little sloppy. There we go. He was free there. He could have, used that space a little better, lost control of the ball, but good vision from Costa. It's if you don't get many touches as a keeper, it is hard to keep your concentration. He's doing a good job back there.
He's got the shutout going. His team up 1-0. The Mountain Lions 21 minutes and 15 seconds away from their first victory of the season. Still lots of time left on the clock, though. Marshall Heiner set to check in for Johnny Keane's squad, and out goes Brandon Von Pacti. He's played well tonight. Von Pacti, the sophomore out of Arvada Pomona High School, trying to hit Shashwar, and it's deflected out of there. Well, UCCS with about 24 on the squad this year. David, the numbers aren't quite what they were a season ago in terms of just the depth that they had last year.
Yeah, they lost a few seniors graduated last year, and a few of the kids that had committed kind of pulled out last minute. So Coach Keane was left with one or two that perhaps he thought he would have coming, but good nucleus of a squad. They just got a win here tonight would be huge. You can get their season going.
Nothing like knocking off a crosstown rival in your home opener, and certainly this is a pretty good CC team this year. You got to believe they're going to be challenging for a spot in the Division III tournament when all is said and done in the end of the regular season. Austin Bell getting set to check in for the Mountain Lions as UCCS pushes in Marshall Heiner. And we'll go the other way once again. Well, after tonight, the Mountain Lions have a few days off before their next match. They'll host Metro State on the 16th, then they hit the road for 3 at Regis, at Fort Lewis, and at Adams State. So, boy, it would be great to take a couple here at home and go back out on the road with a 500 record.
Yeah, that's a hard next 3 games. Metro, Regis, and Fort Lewis, 3 of the best teams in the RMAC the last few years. And yeah, a win tonight would really give them some momentum into that tough stretch of 3 games.
And one to circle on your calendars here. October the 14th, Fort Lewis comes to town. And David, if you want to see, obviously we've seen some quality programs, but Fort Lewis, they've got something special going on down there in Durango.
Yeah, Fort Lewis is one of the most noted programs in Division II, in the history of Division II, really, in soccer. Great team down there in Durango, and they'll be challenging for honors in the late season this year as well.
And the big difference with the Skyhawks is they have abundant resources. They certainly are able to pick the cream of the crop, and here we go near midfield. Under 19 to play. CC still down a goal. Tigers trying to mount a charge here. Oh, up the middle and just missed. They had Parham on the move, and that was so close. Bell staying warm here on the near side, getting set to check in, and he'll add something when he's out on the field. The 6'2" junior out of Littleton.
Oh.
That's Justin Chilongo, and that's black ball. So it looks like Brett Drafts is coming off, and Bell is going to check in for him. So Drafts going to get one final breather here as we tick down to the ever so close to the end of the second half. Just 17 minutes to go here. Still, though, a 1-0 lead in favor of UCCS.
Yeah, Coach Keane's pulled Mash Shashwar over to the right-hand side, looking for him to come in on that left foot and maybe have a couple of cracks at goal in this last 15, 16 minutes of the game. Good challenge from Colton Briscoe there, covering up number 9, trying to get in. He hasn't had many chances tonight, trying to sneak in that little gap between the midfield and defenders.
It's Daniel Wright wearing the number 9 jersey for CC, and Shalongo the other way for UCCS.
Briscoe's got some room on this right-hand side. If they can find him, it's broken down again. They really got to get the ball wide when they have time on the ball. We've got two players down here. It could be very dangerous. Colton's got good pace. Mash has got a great touch. And they've got to try and find him on this right-hand side when there's time and space.
And Shalongo frustrated over there on the far side, wanted a call. All right, here we go. Ferguson now. With the left. Sends it in. Bell back to CC now. Quickly up ahead is Worthington. A midfield sent in the other way. And quickly is Marowitz in position to secure it here for CC. Under 15:30 to go here, half number 2. UCCS clinging to that 1-0 lead. They scored about 25 minutes into the opening half on a Brett Dreffs header, thanks to the beautiful setup by Sebastian Hertzberg. It's been all the scoring in this one. But David, we expected this to be a close contest coming in. The last 2 years, this game has been decided in overtime.
Yeah, it's still pretty tightly poised. UCCS have had some good pressure this second half. We've been in the CC half a long period now, last 5 minutes, but yeah, we've got the foul
there. Absolutely. So
yeah, but I think another goal here. I think we'll see another goal by the end of the game, but I don't know what direction it'll go in. Hopefully UCCS can get another one here and really kind of cement their lead.
Well, let's see if this is going to change things up. Coach Keane, as you mentioned, moving Shashwar over to this other side. We'll see how that affects that CC defense. Taken away there by the Tigers.
Oh.
Lee up ahead, and in the clear is Fector. And out in front just a little too soon.
Yeah, they were very lucky with the offside call there. Very, very lucky, because they weren't going to catch him. He was away.
That's the leading scorer on this CC team, the All-American from a season ago. The Mountain Lions have kept Fector in check tonight. Bell giving chase. Tigers work it over to the far side. Bump on the back by Ferguson. Play continues. That's Parham. A good run now up ahead to Sowers in the corner.
Good play from Chapman there, covering Taylor Ferguson. A little too aggressive with his challenge in the middle of the park. You know, mistimed it, missed it. The CC player rode him well, got the ball out wide, and Chapman did a good job tracking back and covering for him.
Tigers still pressing here as we approach 13 minutes remaining here in half number 2. Bell now nearly got it through. So the Tigers on the defensive end, try to hit Shashwar as UCCS. That's Ben Glass who got the start tonight for CC. To Fector. Senior continues to charge hard toward that north end.
You can see the CC coaches are trying to encourage their back line to hold a higher line up the field, condense the field, squeeze the pressure, and really keep this UCCS team in their own half.
Oh, coming out, and that nearly got away. Oh, taken away there by Heiner. He's got Shashwar. Into Mash. Oh, right by the defender, and just too much. Boy, he had a luck, couldn't convert. That's when you want to see that low driving kick.
Well, Worthington, number 6 for CC, really put his teammates under pressure there. Bad mistake at the back. Good pressure from Heiner. Marshall kind of, Worthington got back in front of him, really put him under pressure, but man, the CC backline are really, vulnerable. If you can put some pressure on this for a couple of minutes, there's another goal in this game.
Just over 11 minutes remaining here. Mountain Line Field home opener for UCCS. Pretty nice crowd tonight for the home team, but a quiet crowd. But then again, David, not a lot to be too vocal about. We had the goal early in this one, first half goal, but it's been pretty quiet since. Some near makes for both these teams. Here's Bell, try to get up ahead, and that's sent right back to the keeper, Forrest Marowitz.
Yeah, keeper's done well. I mean, everything that's been asked of him, he's dealt with. Hasn't really had any problems so far. And UCCS will need to work a little bit harder to test him.
Oh, good save there. There's Thomas. Back to Costa, and they'll set it up. Oh, nearly taken away. Briscoe to midfield. That's Heiner to Shashwar. Mash, and thought he had him out of the right wing. Justin Shalongo just too much.
Just under 10 minutes to go. CC really need to take a gamble here if they want to get back into this one. I mean, really need to push some players forward and make a big effort this last 10 minutes to try and get one back.
See if the Mountain Lions can tack on another far side to Shalongo. Justin closing in to Bell, and it was just off the mark. Thought he got a foot on it. Boy, near opportunity for UCCS, deflected out, but boy, Bell was in great position.
Yeah, he's getting in the positions. He really just needs to get that final striker's instinct and just stick a leg out. You never know, can come off a knee or a shin or anything, but just get it on frame. And he's doing the right things. He's getting in the right positions, making the right runs, and hopefully one of these will fall for him in a minute.
Still plenty of time left, 8:57 on the clock. On a gorgeous evening here in Colorado Springs. Josh Howe, David Homer bringing you all the action tonight. The UCCS back at home for the second time this season on the 16th, playing host to Metro State. Shashwar in and knocked down, but a good effort there by Mash.
Yeah, good play. Nice little 1-2 with Austin, and keeper again, can't really fault him. He's had a great half so far. Everything he's had thrown at him, he's dealt with.
CC.
Oh.
And to the ground, Ferguson standing over Sean Parham. And the Tigers with a golden opportunity here.
Yeah, a little too aggressive there from Taylor Ferguson. There was a little tugging on the shirt, but you can't pull a player down in that area of the field. Very dangerous now for CC. This is a great opportunity to get back involved with 8 minutes to go.
The Mountain Lions have outshot the Tigers 16-5, but they are 1 goal away from tying this game.
This was a big thing for UCCS last year. Lots of shots in every game they played. But, they would have one moment of, mental lapse where they let a goal in and then it sends it to extra time. So let's see if they can keep this out here.
Here's Fector now. The All-American from New Jersey sends it in and right back out.
Yeah, good defending.
Oh, hard play there by Marshall Heiner. That's drilled. Costa up, and boy, that was a nice attempt from way out. That was a lot closer than it first appeared. And a substitution for CC. Alec Martinez out of the game, and out goes Ben Glass.
Well, if that had gone in, I would have felt hard done by for Brandon Costa. He's had a solid game at the back, not really done anything wrong, and to let one in from 45 yards would have been a bad night for him.
Taken away by CC up ahead. They've got Parham again. And boy, that's twice here in the last few minutes they have just missed.
Yeah, Max is Max Thomas, who's normally very, very reliable at the back, doesn't really give anything away, any straight passes. And last time he's gotten the ball, last 2 times he's given it away in really good positions for CC, and they've been on the edge of capitalizing.
Shashwar now playing it, and here we go. So another opportunity for the Mountain Lions.
Yeah, I mean, that as a ref, when you see that kind of reaction from a player, you know it's a handball, because they wouldn't stop dead in that position. You know, they'd be fighting for the ball, and that's a definite stone cold penalty.
So 5 minutes and 55 seconds up on the clock here as we are closing in on the end of half number 2. Shashwar now with the kick.
If Mash can finish this, this is the game over here. He's got to finish it.
Shashwar shoots and he scores. The senior from London drives it home. The second goal of the night for UCCS. They're up 2-0.
Well, that's what you want on a penalty. You want it hard, you know, definite, confident strike of the ball, and that's what you got from Mash. Difficult shot for the keeper to save, you know, from that short range. It's always going to be difficult, but Mash did a great job, got his head over the ball, hit it hard, straight down the middle, good effort.
So Shashwar the goal with 5:55 to go here in the second half. Boy, that feels like a lot more cushion now